Hello guys, welcome back to Halo Reach. It is Universal Power here, and today we are going to be playing some Halo Reach. Well, I just said that. Yeah, so do some Team Slayer with you guys, and hang out pretty much. Just show some different killing techniques and how Halo Reach can work. So let's start uncaged. DMRs. I believe DMRs is 4 shots to the body, takes out the shields, and then 1 shot to the head, which is the same for the pistol. I believe it's 7 shots to the body for the the needle rifle, and obviously 1 shot to the head and 4 shots to the body. No, 3 shots to the body because they'll super combine for the needle rifle. It's just like a needler. So think of it like that. Alright, let's get right to it. I usually just pick sprint because you can get to weapons faster, you can get away from damage like grenades faster. It's just an all-around... Oh my gosh. Wow. We both -1. We both -1. Both teams. That's insane. And I happen to be a mythic player, happened to be the guy that, whoa, how did I survive? That was like 3 grenades in 1 spot. Oh, and death. They have like 5 people on their team, what? Whoa. Well, that's an example of, a ninja that went wrong. Alright. So... let's see what we can do here. The noob combo. Oh, I bet you this is the most well-known combo in the game. DMR. Plasma pistol. Charge up the plasma pistol, shoot your opponent, and 1 shot him in the head. Takes out his shields, and you have a good day. So... just think of it as probably the fastest, most simplest way to kill someone. Oh, they quit. Most simplest way to kill someone. See? Look how fast that was. That was about the fastest way. They used 2 grenades. And I got more kills than, or I got a faster kill than they did with just a plasma pistol and a DMR combination. So it's not a horrible weapon, the plasma pistol. Just, it sucks really bad against someone who doesn't have shields. So you're gonna shoot them like 8 times when they don't have a shield, rather than like 4 times when they do have a shield. Oh, and I got killed. I'll forgive him because he pretty much got the kill, so I'm not gonna be a meanie and be like, yeah, you killed me, you should have seen that. Oh yeah, armor lock. One thing I hate. Let's talk about that for a little bit. Yeah, still died when you had armor lock. That's pretty pathetic, to be honest. I'm not gonna say anything against people, but that's what you get for using armor lock, and it's pretty cheap way to win the game, to be honest. It is a legit way, like it's the most legit way to do anything, but what other Halo games have armor lock? This is the only game that has armor lock. It's just like a cheap way to survive anything, pretty much. You can survive punches, you can survive grenades, you can survive a rocket straight to the face. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. It's like you're immune to not move. So that's what you get for getting armor lock, and you should have used it right there if you were smart. I have a good friend that plays Halo. He uses armor lock a lot, but I'll say that he's a pretty good player with it. He uses it in more of a legit way than this guy does. You know, like I'm not gonna side with armor lock at all because I hate that ability. Like absolutely hate it, but my friend can pretty much use it to its maximum ability, which is actually pretty dope the way he does it. he's able to, you only get 2 armor locks within one set before you run out of the ability. So, I would, so usually what he does is he armor locks when someone has a sword. They punch him with the sword, and he, is able to, oh, sorry, I spaced out for a second. He's able to, dodge one, bullet, and then, or one hit from the sword, and then punch him, and then go back in armor lock right when they hit their second hit, and then he's able to stun him again, and then he just punches them one more time. I'm like, that's one of the coolest ways I've ever seen armor lock used, but I still hate it no matter what, so, I really don't care what he does, but, oh, that almost got him. Try to stick him right there. Well, see, he just survived a rocket, a grenade, and a plasma grenade, all from one armor lock. I think, see, that's what I hate. Like, you're like, yeah, I just used more force to kill 5 people in this game on one person, and it didn't kill him. See, that's the one thing I just hate about it. But it's alright. It is what it is. It actually kind of makes it easier to ninja them because they are stationed, and you can time when the armor lock ends. So it's not completely impossible to counter, but it's really frustrating when you throw a rocket down, you know, and they survive, or you stick them with a grenade and then they just survive. You know, that makes me mad. You're like, yeah, I gotta stick them. I stuck them with a grenade, and then boom, they just armor lock, and you're like, oh yeah, armor lock. Forgot about that stupid thing. And a lot of people use it too. They're just like scared to like get into the battle, you know? People are just like, they're like, yeah, I want to feel safe with my armor lock, you know? So they just armor lock the whole time. And like Halo 3 doesn't have armor lock. Halo 4 even doesn't have armor lock. Yeah, people don't realize how dumb that is as an ability, but that's alright. I think Sprint was a kind of cool addition, to be honest, as an ability, like, and then in Halo 4 you could sprint, because like, I know that they have armor on, but it was kind of hard to not, oh yeah, I died. It's kind of hard not to get around, or to get around and assassinate people without sprint, to be honest. So Halo Reach kind of did that pretty nicely, you know? So. Wow, he went under. I was trying to hit that headshot. He's pretty smart. I have some smart players in this game. Oh, shotgun. I don't usually use the shotgun, but oh well. Oh, still killed me. Still killed me. Back to what I was saying last episode with the ninjas and stuff is I'm trying to get gonna do some gameplay on Halo 4 as well. I know that game isn't played that much, or it isn't really well known, because it was only out for a couple years compared to, well, Halo Reach was only out for a couple years before Halo 4 came out, but yeah, armor lock it. Do it. Full it all the way. Yeah, come at me. There we go, beat down. See, makes armor lock super easy. But what I was saying, Halo 4 isn't well known and as like a game, and it isn't really that popular. but I'd like to do gameplay on it just because I want to get a better feel on how the weapons work, so then I can do a debunking video on weapon analysis, more or less, on all the Halo games. So I might do a good mini-series, like maybe 5 episodes, or on Halo 4, just like everything that there is. Come at me, bro. Whoa. Guess I exploded. That guy's not very happy. I ninja'd him like 5 times. I'd be sad too if I got ninja'd 5 times. Whoa, I just got teleported back. Whoa. What's happening here, bro? Yeah. This is my second one on Halo Reach, right? Yeah, it is. It's a pretty fun game. Like, it's in general. I think, to be honest, there's a lot of more Forge maps that are played in Halo Reach. Like, I think there should be more main maps that you play in the game. Which Halo 4 does a good job of that. But yeah, Halo 4 kind of had well, Halo Reach had more of the turning point on how Halo should be played, to be honest. Not how it should be played, but how it changes. Like, once Halo Reach came out, all the Halos after that point became to just be complete, just not what Halo is. Halo 4 actually, I think, did a good job on keeping it similar to Reach and also having the effect of Halo 3. I think they did, but once it got to Halo 5, I just don't know. Halo 5 kind of just like threw it out for me, to be honest. With the way it became Call of Duty, it tried to take the audience of Call of Duty and make it theirs. So they tried to use a popular franchise and pull players from a different franchise to theirs so that they would have more players. And in that fact that they did that is what made them lose a lot of the normal Halo players, because people liked Halo Reach and they liked its simplicity yet its complexity. It's a very complex game, and that's what makes it kind of fun, you know. But yeah, it's was made so well on just how it went with the franchise and what it is doing. But with Halo 5 and Halo 4, kind of just like didn't really do much because of the fact that Bungie kind of blindsided the 343 with the fact that there wasn't really supposed to be a game after Halo 3, to be honest, except for Halo Reach, which was the prequel. So imagine that being the very first game in the series. But once 343, all they had to work on was Master Chief was in Cairo sleep. So what do you work on? He's in the middle of space and he's in Cairo sleep. So if you play Halo 4 campaign, you're like, well, they have to make a whole plot just to play the game, just to make a game. They have to have Cortana going crazy, which he kind of did in Halo 3, so I guess that they gave him something to go off of. But that made the whole game was Cortana going crazy. Pretty much. And then that made Halo 5 too. The fact that Cortana went crazy was the only thing that they could go off of, so that made the entire Halo Halo 4 and 5 gameplay is the main point is Cortana, and what happened to her made everything happen. Ultimately, if you look at it, like Halo Reach had a better story and they actually went off of things, but they kind of tried to screw over 3 for 3 with that fact that they didn't really give them anything to go off of, which I think was a smart thing, because if you had to give away a franchise that was pretty smart, like with their gameplay and storyline, you get to do a lot of cool stuff with that set. So that's why I would have just kind of tried to go off of something that happened in like different with Halo 3, like maybe the Flood was able to there's like, well, the Flood was able to come back and destroy like certain planets around the Forerunners. So the Forerunners were they know in the lore they were scared of the Flood, so they created the Halo rings to destroy the Flood and all organic matter. But they kept basically infants of like each species, and then redistributed them around the globe after they killed everything, and that's what the Halo rings were for. So if they went off something more like that, rather than Cortana going crazy, and that made the fact that Master Chief had to go rogue because he wanted to save Cortana. Like, Cortana's an AI, first of all, and you can't make a story all around one person that isn't even the main character, pretty much. So as a game developer, I would be a lot smarter about how the story rolls across in the game. But with that said, they're really talented in their like game design. Like, I think their style and how everything looks in the game is very complex and nice. It's very neat and smooth, but they need a better story to make them better as a new company into this franchise, because Bungie just was like, yeah, I don't think you deserve to be the best franchise for or the best company to hold our franchise of Halo. So I think they're pretty smart on giving them not very many options to go off of, because they kind of just were like, yeah, you're not pretty cool. You're not very cool at doing that much stuff with Halo and how it would change in its future. Because what is Halo 6 going to look like now? Honestly, if you can tell me what it's going to look like, go ahead, leave comments below, and I'll get back to you guys on those. Now back to Halo Reach. I was thinking of doing that debunking video between all the Halos to see the weapon damage and force between grenades and stuff. Like, even Halo Reach, as I said before in previous videos, was that the plasma grenade is like greatly increased as damage. I think it's very similar to plasma grenade in Halo 1, which they're going for because this is the prequel to Halo 1.
The leader.
As a weapon, like in Halo 4, Halo 5, the plasma grenade kind of just goes all over the place, you know. You just like things like that. Like, I know it's different games and you have to like balance things out, but you just need to find a good setting for wow, rocket launcher to the face. Ouch. But you just gotta find a good setting for how this game reacts to how every other game is changing within the series, because you're like consistently changing how strong the grenades are. Are they getting better? Are they getting worse? Why would the Covenant make their grenades better or worse? That doesn't make sense. So you gotta kind of tie it into what you're doing, because if you just change things too much, people aren't gonna like what you make. So I just be if I was talking 343 right now, I'd ask them to just make it a little bit more original, like make it like Halo Reach, make it like Halo 3 a little bit more. Wow, I killed myself. Just understand what we as players have played throughout the years on these games and how they impacted us, and try to remake that, remaster that effect of a game, and you can make it better. See, if you do those kind of things, then you can just become a better person with not a better person, but more like a what is it? Like understanding this how the game was meant to be played is what I'm trying to say. Like, was Halo meant to be super fast-paced gameplay? You're supposed to be jumping back and forth like Overwatch, or are you supposed to be working as a team, more of a team rather than solo? You know, like how is this game supposed to be played? That's what they need to ask themselves. They're not supposed to ask themselves, what can we add to the game? You know, don't just keep adding things. Maybe to make the game better, take away something. Take away the just all the weapons. You have so many weapons. What made Halo so good was there's not like 3 different of the same weapon. There's like 2. There's like a Covenant and a human. There's not like in Call of Duty there's like 5-10 different assault rifles. You don't need 10 different assault rifles to use an assault rifle, you know? You just need the assault rifle, and that's what made Halo. It was general, generic, basic, but good. That's what made Halo Halo, and people realize that, because they're not trying to go for like their statistics and how the weapon works, because there's only one weapon, so you don't have to do 3 different styles for the same set of weapons, you know? Like a sniper's a sniper, you snipe with it. Precision weapon's a precision weapon, DMR. Assault rifle is a machine gun. Okay, you know how to use those. You don't have to be all over the place learning different styles for every set of weapon just to play the game, you know? But enough of the ranting on Halo 4 and 5 and the industries, but just back to playing some Reach. I was thinking maybe doing a 10 video series on Halo Reach, because I play that a lot, pretty evenly. You know, being trying to get to Inheritor and just as a ninja, you know, like I bet you this game was like probably like the only, like, you don't see that many ninjas in like Halo 4 or 5. I mean, I think I've seen some videos on 5 like ninjaing, but there's nothing really too crazy, you know? So as a player, I wanna not have to change my whole style to play a different game that I like.